What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So did you guys see this video or this clip of Alberto Del Rio, which is now Alberto Del Patron? He's at this indie show in a high school gym, and apparently from what I've heard, the crowd is pathetic. The crowd is pathetic. Now, I didn't see the clip yet, but I've seen it posted everywhere I could think of. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all over the place, right? And a lot of people are saying that Alberto Del Rio is actually down bad. This guy is down bad. My guy, whoa. Let me slow down. He's not my guy, okay? He's a guy that I used to watch on TV for WWE back in the day. He got some baggage to his name. We all got baggage, but his a little heavier than most. But this guy has been scratching and clawing for every opportunity that he gets at any independent show. That is word on the streets. Those are the reports. You know how I feel about reports. I don't believe 99.9% of them, but hey, that's what's out there. But all we can judge by is what we see on this video. And before we get into the video, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into this. Okay. All right. So I can't get mad at the independent, promotion here. They got the high school kids, they set up the whole frame and they got strobe lights. They got the science and the gym teacher at the top. Okay. Miss Frizzle and Miss Johnson standing at the top. Can't get mad at them. Oh, they got pyro. Okay. Cameraman. Whoa, look at that crowd. Look at that. Whoa, hold on. Let's go back. Let's look at that crowd, man. Wow. That's pretty crazy. You got kids running around. They're not even paying attention. You got this lady right here looking for her phone because she's so bored, or probably digging at the bottom of her purse looking for like Skittles or Tic Tac. You know what I'm saying? You got to, I know what ladies do. Okay, I'm not dumb. Some ladies. But it's pretty crazy. The only people that are fully attentive in this entire thing is the people sitting at the other side of this ring. But everybody else, they look like they're confused that there's wrestlers here. Right? Like most of these kids look like they were supposed to be an in-school suspension or after-school suspension. And the staff member who's watching them was like, hey, either you can do homework in here or we can go watch WWE's in the ring. You want to go see The Rock? You want to go see Roman Reigns? And most of the kids are like, hey, I'll watch anything to get out of this room. And they get to the gym and they get disappointed because there isn't a single Samoan in the gym at all who either worked for or currently work for WWE. They look pretty disappointed. But this is the thing I'll say about this, guys. And I'm pretty sure everybody else is thinking and saying the exact same thing. This is a testament of fumbling the bag. This is a testament of why you should watch how you treat people, whether it's at work or outside of work. Not just for this very reason, but also because it's the right thing to do, right? But in his case, this definitely made him fumble the bag, right? I know we're years out from his last day at WWE, but when you go from being at the top of the top, the highest of the highest, this guy was WWE champion twice, okay? At events where people were paying hundreds of dollars to come to that event, some there to see you or some just there to be to that event, paying hundreds of dollars to where you can't even pay somebody $100 to come see you. That's a huge difference. Like, you got as many people at this event as many people who work for Arby's. Like, this is really ridiculous. Now, all jokes aside, we all know what he did. Okay, we all know what his history is. If you don't know, go ahead and Google it. I don't know what the YouTube policy is as far as saying certain words in regards to his past. I'm sure that has some effect on it, and it's pretty unfortunate for those people that were affected by it. My heart goes out to the people who were affected by some of the things that he did in the past. But when you have that type of baggage on you, now it probably restricts your career. It makes the ceiling that you have go down lower. It probably has something to do with WWE not even thinking about an opportunity of bringing him back, because his name is associated to so many different things in articles and things like that, whether it's alleged or not, that it would be hard to take on somebody like him at WWE, right? I would assume that in 2023, 24, they won't want to take somebody with this type of, baggage to his name back into the company. And some people will say, well, he brought back CM Punk and CM Punk did this. But guys, I've seen this online. You can't compare the two. If you just Google what he did, it's a whole different story, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know we all got past and things like that. But at the same time, just like everybody else in life, when you do something in the past, karma finds a way to come back and get you, right? It affects your career. It affects your personal life. It may affect your finances. It probably affected all three for this guy, as we see. There's not even that many people here. I pretty much can probably do a show with me versus me and probably get more people in the seats than that. You know what I'm saying? But this looks crazy. Now, I will say this on the other side of it. We got to understand that it doesn't matter who you are in WWE. you get a championship belt or whatever the case may be. Unless you had the most historic run ever or one of the most historic runs that year in WWE, doesn't matter what title you have, doesn't matter what you do. When you go back to the indies of the indies, I'm not talking about AEW, I'm not talking about Ring of Honor, and I'm not talking about Impact, I'm not talking about if you go down to the indies of the indies from WWE, especially years out from being at WWE, because the longer you stay away, the more people have an opportunity to forget you, especially if you do certain things, while you're out and things like that. Some people are going to want to forget you, but it's like when you break up with somebody, years go out, they realize they don't need you around, they find a replacement, out of sight, out of mind. So he got those two things affecting him at the same time. But once you become an independent wrestler or be in the indies of the indies, a lot of the times you're going to get a lot of shows that look like this. A lot of the times you're going to be in a high school gym or maybe an auditorium attached to a church or outside somewhere where there's 5 or 6 people there and you still got to wrestle like never before, right? So this guy, he's starting all over. He's going back to his humble beginnings. And one of the main reasons why I said that is because it's very interesting. So when you go back and you look at this other video, this was posted like 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Now, I don't know if this event was from 3 days ago, but that's when it was posted. But he's at a banquet hall, and it's a ton more people here than it is at that high school. You see people here with their cameras out. They're taking pictures of him. They look excited to see him. Like, they're happy. His energy is all different. And the reason why I'm saying this, and this is not for me defending him at all or celebrating or whatever the case may be, but what I'm saying is that when you are an independent wrestler, when you are in the indies of the indies, the gutter of the gutter, there are some shows, one week is going to look like how it did at the high school. Sometimes the next week is going to look like this. Sometimes there's 6 months where it looks like this. You get one that look like at the high school and vice versa. That just happens. You can't name a person who was at WWE at their height and went down to the indies of the indies, the gutter of the gutter, and kept the same momentum and same crowd going down there. You have to land somewhere else like an Impact. You have to land somewhere else like an AEW or a Ring of Honor or New Japan or Stardom. You have to land at those places. But if you go anywhere lower, like these local events, and like I told you guys, I do a lot of WWE content on this channel, but I do go to a lot of independent shows. I have been for the past decade plus because I love indie shows. I love the humbling experience. I love that you're seeing wrestlers there that may eventually become stars. And sometimes I go to shows and it's me and one other person. I went to a show before and it was just me and the referee. Like, man, the referee was just and the wrestlers was talking trash to me. Like, it's been like that. But that's the beauty of that entire thing. But I get the whole point of a lot of people talking about this is the fact that he screwed an opportunity of making millions to being down here and barely making anything at all. I get that, but at the same time, I don't think this is as bad as people are making it out to be. I don't. Compared to WWE, sure. As I said before, you're not going to have the same thing you had in WWE at the top of WWE at any other promotion. It doesn't matter where it is. You're not going to have hundreds of thousands of people seeing you at WWE, at an arena or wherever, especially at like a WrestleMania or something like that, as a champion, and then go somewhere else and expect to get that same thing from whatever their version of WrestleMania is. It's just not going to happen. But at the end of the day, it's very unfortunate the things that he did. It's very unfortunate that the people who are affected by the things that he did. But at the same time, people going down to the indies, this is pretty normal. It's not a new thing. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.